Last winter, something happened that completely changed how I take care of my body. My daughter came to visit for Christmas. When she hugged me at the door, I felt her stiffen for just a moment. Then she stepped back and gently asked, "When was the last time you had a really good bath?" I told her I had bathed that morning. She looked at me like she didn't quite believe it. And the truth is, I had been bathing every single day, just like I had my entire life. Hot water, soap, a good scrub. I thought I was doing everything right, but it turns out I was doing almost everything wrong. And what I learned afterward changed how I take care of myself completely. If you're over 70 or if you love someone who is, this might be something nobody has told you either. The story really started earlier that year. It was October. The mornings were cold, and I had started wearing socks to bed again. One morning I woke up with my legs itching so badly that I had scratched them raw in my sleep. When I looked down, there were thin red lines across my shins. At first I blamed the weather, dry air, winter coming, so I bought lotion from the drugstore and used it every night. But the itching didn't stop. Then the flaking started. Little white patches on my arms and back. I'd notice flakes on my dark sweaters and even on my pillowcase. It felt embarrassing, like my body was slowly falling apart. So I did what I thought made sense. I started bathing more. Longer baths, hotter water, more soap, more scrubbing, and everything got worse. Then something unexpected happened. One day I ran out of soap. It was winter. The sidewalks were icy, and I didn't feel like driving to the store. So I skipped bathing that day, then the next day. By the third day, I noticed something strange. The itching had calmed down, not gone completely, but quieter. Curious, I waited another day. By the end of the week, my skin felt different. Softer, less irritated. The red scratches were fading, and slowly I realized something uncomfortable. The baths I had been taking so faithfully were actually hurting me. I started reading and asking questions, and I learned something nobody had ever told me. As we age, our skin changes dramatically. It produces much less natural oil. The glands that once kept our skin soft and protected slow down, and sometimes stop working entirely. So when older skin is exposed to hot water and strong soap every single day, it can strip away the little protection that's left. The result? Dryness, itching, flaking, and a condition doctors call xerosis, which is simply severe dry skin caused by aging and overwashing. In other words, the routine I believed was healthy for 60 years had become harmful. A few months later, I learned something else surprising. One afternoon, a child who lives nearby was sitting at my kitchen table doing homework. The worksheet was about the human body, and it explained something fascinating. Our skin isn't just skin. It's home to millions of tiny helpful organisms, good bacteria that protect us from harmful germs. Scientists call this the skin microbiome. These tiny helpers help keep our skin balanced and healthy. But if we wash too often with strong soap, we wash them away. Hearing that made me rethink everything. For the first time in my life, I realized that sometimes the body already knows how to take care of itself. We just have to stop interfering. Eventually, I talked to my doctor about all of this. After listening to my story, she said something that surprised me. For many people over 70, she explained, bathing once or twice a week is often enough. 3 times at most, unless there's a specific medical reason. I was shocked. All my life I had believed daily bathing was non-negotiable. But she explained that older skin simply doesn't need that level of washing. In fact, daily bathing can make skin problems worse. Instead, she suggested something simpler. Wash the areas that actually need it, like the underarms and groin. Use gentle wipes or a warm washcloth. Wear clean clothes. Moisturize the skin, and take full baths less often. But the bathroom had another lesson waiting for me. One morning I nearly slipped getting out of the tub. My foot slid just a few inches. But at my age, a few inches can be enough. I grabbed the towel bar and barely caught myself. My hip hit the edge of the tub and I ended up half in the tub and half on the floor. Nothing broke, just a bruise. But it scared me more than anything had in years, because falls are incredibly dangerous for older adults. In fact, they're one of the leading causes of serious injury for people over 65. And the bathroom is one of the most common places where those falls happen. Wet floors, slippery tubs, steam, weak muscles. All the ingredients for disaster. There was something else I noticed too. After every bath, I felt exhausted, completely drained. I thought it was just age. But my doctor explained something interesting. Warm water causes blood vessels to expand, which can lower blood pressure. For older adults, this can cause dizziness and fatigue. In other words, something as simple as taking a long bath can become surprisingly hard on the body. Once I realized that, everything made sense. The days I bathed, I was tired by noon. The days I didn't, I had more energy. Energy for walks, for cooking, for sitting outside and enjoying the day. So I started changing my routine. Instead of daily baths, I began using a warm washcloth at the sink. Face, neck, underarms, the areas that truly needed cleaning. It took 5 minutes. No dizziness, no exhaustion, no fear of slipping. I also started using gentle wipes and moisturizing lotion. And eventually I added a shower chair and handheld shower head in the bathroom. At first it felt like admitting I was getting old. But soon I realized something important. These things didn't take away my independence. They protected it. Looking back now, there's something I wish someone had told me years ago. Hygiene isn't about how often you bathe. It's about taking care of your body in a way that works for the body you have today. At 20, daily showers might be perfect. At 80, the body may need something gentler. There's no shame in adjusting. No shame in using tools that make life safer. And no shame in doing things differently than you used to. Because sometimes the smartest thing we can do is make life a little easier on ourselves. These days I still take baths, just not every day. And the funny thing is, I feel better than I did before. My skin is calmer. My energy lasts longer. And I'm spending more time doing the things that actually matter. Sitting outside, talking with neighbors, watching the world move a little slower. Sometimes growing older isn't about losing independence. Sometimes it's about learning new ways to keep it.